everybody. Let's see, what did I get to? Was it like level 60 in Terror from Tomorrow last week? Yeah. So, it's time to completely wipe the floor of the zombies with my extremely overpowered selection of plants. Let me just get up the music for the stream. Hello there. Starting off with immediately a Garg Prime and Football Mech and Blasteronaut level. Or even isn't here, Shield Zombie and Jetpack, I guess. Now let me remember exactly what plants I bring. Obviously some of them are easy enough to remember. With Winter Melon. And then I want something to help with the Blastronauts, so definitely Frozen Pear. And then maybe like Teleportato. Let me just make sure there's nothing really obvious I haven't brought. Yeah, I would like to bring Cherry Bomb, but with the Blastronauts, I really just need everything I can get that's to deal with the early game. Four flags as well, so I guess the stream really wanted to... I guess the game really wanted to start this stream off with a hefty level. Let's group you all up here for the Winter Melon. Stop you before you do your first summon. And with that, we're good. There's nothing the zombies can do for the rest of this 4-flag level. Oh, Intensive Carrot. That's the other plant I'm normally bringing now. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. I do still have the Imitator Peach after all. Try and get the sound balance a bit better. Yeah, good luck, zombies. You'll need it. So, fun fact about the basic zombie first wave in Endless Zones. Technically, in a custom Endless Zone, that first wave does not always have to be a basic. You can actually choose the starting points available. So you could make it so it starts at like 5 points, and it stays that way throughout the whole Endless. Are you serious? You really hate that bottom row, don't you? No laser for you, Garg Prime. That was bad. That was an early wake up. with that. That's a surprisingly easy, even... Like, I know I've got overpowered plants, but the 4 flag level with the worst possible zombies. Still pretty easy. Wait, really? People who... Begonia, Iris, Cheese, Strawberry, Missile Toast have gotten flack for what? They're all good plants. Like, Missile Toast. Like, the only one of those that isn't necessarily good for Endless is probably Cheese, Strawberry. Okay, this is an easy level. That's a power tile layout. You know what, I will go for Imitator Peach just because it's got football mechs. Don't want to take risks with them. Should be pretty easy. This level's not looking to be an issue. It's funny that this works at level 62. Okay, Garg Prime. No Blastronauts, so this one should be pretty relaxed. Don't forget the carrots this time. You know what? Ooh. Only 2 power tiles. I'm gonna try bringing Cherry Bomb. Then watch it be a 1 flag level and I get overwhelmed because I can't be too aggressive with plant food. Three flags, I'm fine. Okay, this was a bit of a scuffed start, but it still worked, so who cares? Yeah, I wish this level had a few more power tiles. I think what I really need to start doing is putting one of my early winter melons on a power tile. Because it'll just make the early game a lot easier if I'm able to do damage while I make some. You know, I hardly even notice jetpack attacks most of the time. Like, it's neat that they added that ambush into the Endless Zone, but it does not add anything. Just regular spawning blastronauts are more dangerous than the jetpack attacks. Honestly, the mini shield zombies, when they're not getting Peach, are actually a problem for my winter melons. I would switch up my strat from winter melons, but when there are Garg Primes, I want to be as safe as I can. When there are other zombies, their sides, if there are no Garg Primes, I'm fine with taking a more creative strat. But when there are Garg Primes, I'm not taking risks. Get stunned, you annoying football mech. It is funny to me how any other Endless pretty much would have already sent Gargs at me before the first flag of the level. I'm so deep into Terraform Tomorrow and it still very rarely gives me Gargs before flag 1. It is the one saving grace of Garg Primes. They are not spammed nearly as much as the other Gargs. Was that the first Blastronaut? Actually, they didn't give me early Blastronauts either this time. These zombies are in so much trouble. There is nothing they can do. This game is really giving me lots of long levels though. I'm not gonna make a whole lot of progress through the Endless Zone this stream if it keeps giving me levels like this. What was that laser shot? Why did you target the 7th column? Excuse me? 4 levels down in half an hour. More sun production variety, I guess. Don't know if I'm actually going to use Primal Sun. Okay. Intensive carrot. Picking you. Nah. I think, even with Blastronaut, I think I can handle this as long as I use Winter Melon on a power tile early on. And I get 1 flag, which makes it a bit sketchier to use the Winter Melon power tile strat. Oh well. Oh, that was a very good Shrinking Violet placement, okay. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay, jetpack attack actually proved to be a problem. Specifically because it spawned Blastronauts in the 2 rows that did not have Winter Melons. How unlikely is that? I mean, come on. Seriously? I guess it isn't an endless zone if I don't lose 1 mower at some point at least. Did you literally show up after I lost that lawnmower? I lost that lawnmower in this level. I lost that lawnmower because of a jetpack attack spawning blastronauts in specifically the 2 rows that did not have winter melons. Ooh, pomegranate. Doesn't really help that much against the blastronauts though. Eh. What wacky strat can I bring into this level? Citron plus laser beam, yes, let's use Citron at this high level. That's how confident I am at beating this absolutely pathetic zombie selection. Do I have Blover? I don't think I have Blover. Okay, well, let's bring Frozen Pear. Because it's so good for dealing with the flying zombies. If this was a 4-flag level, I would have crashed out because that would be like the 3rd level in like 6 levels to be 4 flags. What is that way? Wow, that's a lot of robo-cones. Huh. That might be a problem. Nah. Actually, maybe I should have gone current. No joke. Current early game probably just deals with the jetpacks. Oh well. Yeah, let's just do Iris Tiger Grass and Instas. What do I want to imitate? I think I'll imitate this, because I'm not too worried about the mechs. Don't even have jetpacks, aside from maybe jetpack attacks. What could possibly go wrong with it not having frozen pair? I swear if a jetpack attack jump scares me and causes trouble, I'm... Why is it another 4 flag level? Why? Why are you like this, game? Come on. Hello, jetpack attacks. You're always fun. Let's turn the volume down because tiger grass noises. Anyway, I think I've won. I absolutely have the potential to just get 2 full columns of these plant-fed. And then what do the zombies do? I've won this level because the zombies can't do anything. I've won the Endless Zone as a whole because of the plants I have. I just need to not be stupid. Okay, backup line of tiger grass is incoming. just a little bit noisy, these tigers are. Let's speed things up. I dread the day that Reflourished devs decide Power Lily actually needs a nerf. Because, I mean, it does need a nerf. But please don't tell the devs that, because Endless Zone... I need it for the Endless Zone. Yeah, I lost a mower by being stupid. If I wasn't stupid, I wouldn't have lost a mower. So, I'm just gonna not be stupid for the rest of the stream, and hopefully next stream as well. I mean, I guess I just restore the mower. What was that about? I've lost a mower? No, I haven't. I haven't lost a mower. Do you see a missing mower? I don't. There is not even a good reason to bring Peach in this one. Wow. What funny strat do I want to try? Honestly, Celery Stalker might be hilariously good here. I will pair with Carrot to make sure I can bring it back every time it dies. Oh yeah, I can turn the sound effects back up. Excuse you, Blastronaut, I don't think you're allowed this far back. Oh my goodness, the laser beam triggers the waves so fast. I know that's kind of what laser beam does, but I did not expect it to actually go so far on it. Holy, that level was over in a blink of an eye. I mean, that's the first time I've been offered a mower recovery in all three of these endless street hit zones so far. I didn't get one offered for Egypt or Pirate Seas, despite losing mowers in both of them. So, I think I deserve a quick recovery. Ooh. Okay, there is a triple. Okay, there is a triple. Okay, fine. For a moment there, that looked like it was 3 doubles. No, I don't need that. Okay. Me being sensible now. On the nice level. One flag, okay. Ooh, nasty jetpack attack time. But I think I can handle this one. I will have to stall out, possibly, for one more power lily beyond the end of the level. I don't know, it might come off cooldown by the final wave. Pokra would definitely be so useful here in this endless zone that's full of high health targets with no armour. Okay, this level's just got the whole gang. But it's got great power tiles. I'm gonna go with Sunstream because it's quad power tile. Do I go Primal Sun to try and, like, split the difference? Let's give Primal Sun a whirl. Why not? It'll be resilient against prime lasers, which is quite valuable, I would think, for the late game. And it's a 1-flag level. I mean, I shouldn't be complaining, I've had too many 4-flag levels this stream. Yeah, I should be fine. No jetpack attacks trying to be sneaky. Probably a bit too late for them if they did try though. Can I get away with this? Maybe, but I'll wait a little bit. Now. Ten levels down in just over an hour. I'll definitely be able to get to level 80 this stream. If I can, I want to try and get to 85 maybe. I could see Broccoli actually having use. The question is whether it has a use over Frozen Pear. Also, I quite liked how Primal Sun actually felt there. I feel like when I have 4 power tiles, Twin Sun overproduces anyway. So I like the sort of in-between there that the Primal Sun gives me. One of the only endless zones where I actually would use a different sun producer over Twin. And even then only situationally. I think the big difference between this and Egypt, when I got a good strat going in Pyramid of Doom, one that could win most levels, said strat was a bowling bulb strat. It's kind of, so it defeats the levels really fast and is very entertaining to watch. This is a lot slower and less fun, unfortunately. But also Garg Primes are, if I take too much of a risk, they are worse than Sandstorms were. Oh, that was where I could have carroted. Oh well. I love that. Primal Suns having so much health is so good here. I saw that football mech. You nearly pushed. That's not allowed. We do not push plants around here. Free flags for one Greg to one flag for free. Yeah, actually, we finally have multiple gargantuas per flag. If this were like any other Endless Zone, Missile Toast would probably be great. But here... You know what? I can probably use it in this level. I can't really use it in Garg levels because Winter Melon's too important. But here I can make it work. If I go Imitate E.M.Peach, I think, because I'm not using any sort of stalling and I don't like football mechs. I am going to use some stalling. Let's pair it with Iris. Frozen Pair is a bit of an anti-synergy, so maybe Charred Guard, which is also better against the football mechs. Free flags for 0 Gargs because they weren't on the seed select. E.M.Peach over 100% pick rate. True. The average pick rate for E.M.Peach is probably like 150% because of Imitator. I'm bringing the Imitator Peach here as like a backup plan if this strat goes bad, but I think I'll try and do it without the Imitator. This will be my first time using Missile Toast in Endless, so it's worth seeing exactly how it performs. I expect it to perform well, but I can't be certain. Especially in this Endless specifically. Wow, this is a loud strat. This is like Tiger Grass. Oh, almost. That could have been a problem there. Okay, let's do this. I am noticing some zombies occasionally getting through beside to the charred guards beside ambushes. I do think Missile Toast's flaw is probably the fact that it takes because it targets like one row at a time. You can have a row get left alone for long enough for fast zombies to get through. I don't think that's an issue in this particular level, but it's something I will have to remember when I'm using it in other episodes. I think especially since it will be a prime choice for Frostbite Caves, I have to be very careful about needles. That is so many. There are so many jetpack attacks. Like, wow. Overall, though, I give Missile Toast a 10 out of 10. This is a peak Endless Zone plant. Well, we're back to the Garg Primes. What zombie even isn't in this level? Maybe Robocone? I think it's only no Robocones and maybe no Coneheads as well. This is packed full of everything. I have a wacky idea I will try once and it might go badly. And if it goes well, then great, I can keep doing it. If it goes badly, I might lose a mower, and I will know not to do it again. And that is bowling to try and cover the other rows when I'm setting up winter melons, rather than using frozen pear. Because if this does work, bowling can also speed up the late game. So it's a win-win. Oh boy. Hello. Okay. Okay, having a second attacker might just be the solution to the early game. Also, Far Future has power tiles just built in. Imagine how good the late game is going to be when I can just use bowling plant food instead of winter. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nice try, tiny Blastronaut. You know what? Let's start this now. Oh, that was perfect timing on the Shrinking Violet. What the heck? And the Garg Prime is just instantly dead. Why didn't I try this sooner? Bowling is always the answer to every problem. Bowling Bulb is just the square hole. If you have a problem, just try Bowling Bulb. It works. Unless that problem is Jester's, I guess. What was that? Come on, man. Missile Toast Void Orchid for Disconnected Trade Center. Huh. That seems like an incredibly interesting strat. I'm surprised that works for the Endless. Void Orchid is a bit of an iffy choice for Endless. I get the synergy there, but still. Let's see, what's this power tile? There's a triple. Okay. The floor of Bowling Bulb, the one issue it has, that those ricochets sometimes just causing the worst possible early wave. Thank you. Can I get... Oof. Damn it. Didn't get either of the ones in the row below. Huh. Hold on. What if... Oh, I am giga-brained sometimes. This second set of 10 levels is going so much faster. Twin Sunflower, Winter Melon, Bowling Bulb, Power Lily, Double Peach, Shrinking Violet, and Carrot. Three flags, so we'll be able to see how bowling performs in a longer level now. Please don't trigger the wave off of that. Okay, it didn't. Do I need to just throw a plant food onto that bowling? I think I do. It was a bit of a waste, but oh well, that happens sometimes. Okay, good, that got Garg Prime. I wasn't quite sure if it would reach. The hollow heads, why are you such a problem? Might just have to take a laser and carrot here. Never mind, you missed. Peak aim, Garg Prime. You're so good at your job. Wow, the bowling did so much damage that I managed to shoot an imp before it was shrunk. I love Bowling Bulb, it is a very well balanced plant. So yeah, bowling works to speed these levels up. Hello Venom, I did not realise you were there. The biggest threat in the level was legitimately the Armor 4. Hollowheads surprise me over and over because Peach disables every other threat worth any amount of points. Hollowheads are like the toughest zombie type that isn't affected by Peach, so they end up making a big impact. I don't need Peach here. How is Penumbra? I haven't tried that mod yet. I'm sort of planning on doing that at some point in the future. I think it's not, like, finished yet, so I'm thinking I might wait till the final version of Penumbra before I play it. Yep, sounds like a good mod to stream then. Once it's done, I'm definitely streaming that. Does this need to be squashed? No, it doesn't. Okay. You know, I have Void Orchid, I think. Do I? I'm not sure if I do, actually. I think I have Void Orchid. So if I do, I should probably have tried that out with Missile Toast, since it's apparently such a good combo. Oh well. And again, the Armor 4s are awful, though in this level they are outright just the strongest zombie available. I feel like the shields might actually have been a problem, after all, for this level. Shield zombies being a legitimate threat is not something I'm used to, so I just didn't consider even the possibility of bringing Peach for them. Honestly, a PvZ mod that's hard without ever feeling unfair is kind of a rarity. As much as I love mods like Eclipse that are a real challenge, there can be some levels there that just make you go, why does this exist? Why is this like this? There are definitely always a few bad levels among a hard mod. So, hearing that it manages to avoid that trap, it surprises me. I figured Penumbra would still have a few stinkers like that. Do I have Void Orchid? Yes, I do have Void Orchid. I need to try that out in the next, level where it seems like a safe bet. Penumbra had one where a level got buffed and then nerfed. Okay. This level's a bit too easy. Let's buff it. Accidentally makes it ridiculous. My bad. Just immediately reverts the buff, I guess. Or did he find a middle ground after the nerf? Alright, see ya, Witch Hazel. That is a wave. Oh my goodness. Wait. Okay. I managed to get that Blastronaut dealt with without using a plant food. Oh, and look who's being a problem again. It's the Hollow Heads. Woohoo! Everyone loves the Hollow Heads. Oh my goodness. I think bowling's biggest weakness is when it turns out to be a one flag level. Because I'm going to have to make this wave last. Oh, that was a close call. I doubt I can make anything work with Begonia. Oh, I just thought, does Void Orchid... I don't think Void Orchid even pulls in the Blastronauts, does it? Well, let's try the funny Blastonaut strat. The funny Void Orchid strat. Let's see how that works with Missile Toast. I think I'll be needing Peach. Spice got a hard mode update or re-release or something? Okay. That's something. Spice was already a tricky mod. I don't think I ever ended up playing the final world of that actually. I don't think I got around to it. Okay, yeah, the disco jetpacks, and I'm guessing the other jetpack types too, don't get pulled in by Void Orchid. So this is going to be an iffy strat to make work, but it might still work. Oh, darn it. Hey there. Okay, thank you, Void Orchid. Thank you for doing that in time. Okay, wait, no, the Blastronauts was affected. It's the disco jetpacks that aren't and the regular jetpacks that aren't. Why? Why is it inconsistent? Okay, I am seeing the vision. This is a level where this strat should be at its weakest, and it's still working pretty well. I see why Void Orchid pairs well with Missile Toast. This is actually kind of crazy. I'll have to try and remember this for other Endless Zones. Because this seems like a sleeper, overpowered strat. Rutabaga, you are not going to see any use. Is there any way I can potentially make Begonia work? I don't want to risk it this high, honestly, because it doesn't have infinite pierce. Electric Pea Shooter falls off earlier than this, and that has lots of pierce. So I'm gonna stick to something that I know will work. Like Bowling Bowl. Let's go Bowling Tiger. One of the ancient Egypt Pyramid of Doom strats. And I'm going to bring Frozen Pair just to deal with the annoying hollow heads. Do I even need my instas? What the? bowling pretty good. I am wondering if I need shrinking or not when I've got bowling for damage. It might be worth considering replacing shrinking with something else, like teleportato, to further help the early game. But I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to take that risk. Oh, jetpack attack. Nice try, jetpack. That mower is not going to be launched again. Did I say again? I meant at all. Because that mower never got launched. The hollow heads again. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? How did that blast riddle even get that far this late into the... I love how over the course of Terror from Tomorrow, my opinion of Blastronauts has gone from, why is everyone so afraid of them? They're so easy to deal with, to, how are you somehow worse than Torchlights? My opinion of them has changed so drastically. I don't think they're actually worse than Torchlights, but they are surprisingly bad to deal with. That level was a mess. I do think the old no bowling strat is slightly more, is a safer strat, but bowling is so much quicker and less boring. Let's go for a few more levels. I might be able to make it to 85. Oh, okay, this one's a Primal Sun level, I think. This one might be Garg spam, actually, considering how few zombie types there are. Oh no. I am afraid. This level scares me. Please don't trigger the next wave too fast. Okay, good, it missed. Let's do this and get a bunch of sun before I start digging up those to make room for some attackers on the power tiles. We already have a pre-flag Garg, which is so rare in this Endless. Okay, that caught both of them, that's good. No. I love the fact that I have carrots, so I don't have to get mad at the winter melon getting lasered immediately. I just think it's funny that the winter melon got lasered the moment it was planted. Oh my god, these blastronauts, man! Nice shot. This absolutely is Garg spam. Oh my god. What the... Oh no. What have I stumbled into? The jetpack attack spam as well, actually. It's kind of crazy just how much the winter melons keep getting blocked from attacking the Garg. Well, that was certainly a level of all time. Let's go bowling. Three flags. That's another long level, huh? It will not let up with giving me long levels. Oh, hello there. I don't like that at all. Oh my god. Thank you. I hate blastronauts. They keep getting worse with every level. I don't know how they do it. Okay, I've won. Now they can't actually stop me this level. Nice try. We have another Prime level. I have to mentally prepare myself for these levels now, because somehow, even with Double Peach and all the other stuff I've got, Prime levels can still be difficult, and it's another 4 flag level. Okay, I'm calling it here, this will be the last level of the stream. I'm not doing more potentially 4 flag levels after this as well. Oh, what the heck is that wave? Even though it only uses 3 power tiles, not 4, I think shrinking plus double bowling in the outer rows is probably my best use of plant food. Of course, those jetpack attacks can cause issues. the end of this level. That will be it for this stream. Thank you for watching, everyone. Next week I will finish Terraform Tomorrow and probably also start Big Bad Butte, the Wild West Endless Zone as well. Like, looking at this, I can do 17 levels in under a full stream. So I may end up starting on the next Endless next week. And tomorrow, I will be playing Hightail again. So look forward to that if you're interested. Thank you for watching. That's it from me for today.